Welcome to Attleboro Update. The children attending Markman Children's programs will benefit from a recent expansion. The nonprofit organization recently built a new facility for its daycare program, but still needed funding to complete a series of projects. The United Way of Greater Attleboro-Taunton teamed up with Sensata Technologies to provide a generous donation of time and labor by its employees so they could help finish some of these projects. The Sensata team constructed a new playground, created an above-ground garden, fixed a rock wall, and much more for the daycare program. We spoke with Markman Children's Program's CEO Diane Bardsley about this project and how businesses can team up to help support the community.
Our agency is a child care agency, full day, full year. We care for children as young as 4 weeks of age through 13 or 14. This building represents 20 years worth of planning by the board of directors. Because we were working with a very tight budget, we had a wants and needs list, and we needed to defer always to our needs and prioritize. And of course, the classrooms were our primary goal, to make sure that we had classrooms that worked for the needs of children and their teachers. And we know we needed outdoor space for a quality outdoor environment. There's a big emphasis now on quality outdoor curriculum as well as gross motor play. As a nonprofit agency, as a United Way partner agency, we put something out on the United Way list for a Day of Caring projects, and we listed quite a few projects. Sensata Technologies responded to our request, and they supplied 28 employees. They planned for 3 weeks to work out the details for construction projects that went from before 8 in the morning till after 6 at night, and they got every single thing on their list done.
There's several things that we do in the community. One of the things that we do that we're most known for is our fundraising. What we do historically is we try to work with those within our community to really raise the dollars necessary to support the programs in our community that really do the direct services and improving quality of life. So we raise the dollars, and then we distribute those dollars. We allocate those dollars through a very defined, very rigorous and competitive funding process. The other thing that we do is something called Days of Caring. Most United Ways are known for doing one annual Day of Caring. That's where we go out and we recruit employees and businesses to volunteer a few hours, possibly half a day, or could be a whole day of their time, to one of our nonprofits to help them do projects that are kind of out of the ordinary projects. You know, those things that the programs really need to do, but don't necessarily have all the funding or the resources or the labor to do them. We are effectively the liaison between the profit and the nonprofit industries. Sensata is one of our stronger firms. We consider them one of our major firms. We have a handful of major firms, which means they're either our larger supporters in terms of dollars and/or in terms of numbers of support, whether it's volunteers for our Day of Caring efforts or whether it's supporting our own fundraising events such as our golf tournament. Sensata has been a long-term, very, very loyal and very good partner to the United Way of Attleboro-Taunton.
The United Way and Sensata have had a long-term partnership. I've been here for 30 years, and it goes back as far as I can remember, and I'm sure before that. Sensata wants to be a great partner for our community, and we have teamed with the United Way as our major charity locally to distribute the generosity of both the company and the employees throughout the community for programs that the United Way supports, and provides a very great vehicle for us to show that commitment to community. Markman has been a United Way agency and one that we've been closely associated with for many years, and they asked the United Way if they could find some volunteers to help them complete the playground area in their new facility. So we got through the United Way, we were notified of the potential to do that project. Pretty big project, but we found a lot of very enthusiastic volunteers and put together a team of about 30 people. And in one day, did about 12 different projects at Markman in order to complete that playground and other things that they were looking to do as well. The playground was a challenge because it's kind of a sloped area and it's shaded area. And with the children always running around, they weren't getting grass to grow very well, and the slope presented some problems just having enough area for the kids to play. So we created a nice big flat platform for them, a platform deck. We mulched a large area of the playground so that it's usable, especially on days where it's a little bit wet and muddy. That's no longer an issue. We augmented that with a large flower bed that the kids will be able to plant flowers in and watch them grow. We put a tree in that flower bed. We did some other projects, like when they built the facility, they had there was an old rock wall, beautiful old rock wall on North Main that got a little bit beat up from the construction equipment. So we remortared and fixed that rock wall, made it look very nice. So the playground now is virtually complete. There's maybe a few more things that they'd like to do, but it's very, very functional for the kids to enjoy. And it's, you know, we made sure we got back there the next day and took some pictures of the kids enjoying the playground after it was completed.
So it was really a mammoth project. It was a dream come true for this organization. I know that Diane Bardsley, who's the executive director, and their board and their staff are absolutely thrilled with the work. The pictures are beautiful, and we know that now that the children and the staff are really going to get to benefit the full extent of all the programs that Markman has to offer because of the generosity of Sensata and its employees.
I think when parents look at where they want their children to be all day while they're working, they first want their children to be safe. They want to know that their children are in a quality environment. They want to know that their children receive appropriate developmental challenges. I think a parent looking at our playgrounds today would be very excited about the prospect of their child playing, developing muscle groups, learning new aspects of developing friendships and social play. I think they'd feel confident that we could offer the environment that their child deserves.